and welcome to this unplanned video from my channel, and it's just basically an update on what's happened with John the Focus after the Yorkshire Dales drive video. That was a great day, but what wasn't shown in that video is that what's happened on the drive home from the Yorkshire Dales back to where I live near Doncaster, or Donny as we call it. So well, trying to keep this a long story short, I was driving back down down the M6, because we ended up in like Cumbria, and just going down the M6 and M62 route was the quickest way. And basically the power steering switch on John the Focus, my Mk1 Focus, had failed because the power steering pump was whining and we're losing power steering fluid. So yeah, that was a big drama to happen after what was a fantastic day. But looks like obviously that switch, which is most likely the original, plus 20 plus years old, had finally given in and burst. Yep, and just basically, yeah, the power steering pump was up making a whining noise. Luckily, on the M6, a couple of friends that were on the Yorkshire Dales drive, Jack and Matthew, they pulled up alongside me on the M6 when we hit some traffic, and Jack then offered me like just some power steering fluid that he had in his car, which is one thing that I didn't take with me when doing this drive. And yeah, passed it over to my dad in the passenger seat, and at the next services that we could stop at, we pulled over, and yeah, the power steering fluid reservoir was, well, was like really low, so there was definitely something amiss. And as a fact, later confirmed it was the switch. So the fluid Jack gave us topped it up. It was enough to get us home, which was the main immediate concern, just getting home. So, and then look at the issue the next day. So yeah, so I said I have thanked him, and I'd like to thank him again. That obviously was a massive help, and it got us home. So yeah, it is really nice of him what he did, and it's just summarises what the Mk1 Preservation Club is about. It's just like helping each other out and just being nice and friendly and supporting each other with in these times of peril. So yep, so I can't say any higher, can't praise Jack highly enough. Obviously that helped me get home. But anyway, so I did manage to get home. The next day I had a little bit of look into it. I did try doing a power steering fluid change and flush of the system, see if that would help out, and then took it on a test drive, and the fluid was still leaking, so that confirmed it to me the switch had gone. So yeah, and obviously it needed a new switch. So yeah, but I thought it was worth a try. A power steering fluid change can't do the steering system any harm. It'll probably help, will help it for definite. So yeah, that was the Sunday, and needless to say, the power steering switch on the 1.6 Mk1 with air conditioning, it's in such an awkward place. It's one of those really faffy, awkward jobs. It's just, I know I'm a chubby chap, but I'll first admit it's just basically I couldn't reach it or get enough leverage around to be able to get the switch out myself. So yeah, I think it's also one of those things. I'm not mechanically minded. I can do some basic stuff. I know that, obviously, like the fluid change I've mentioned, and obviously I've tried changing me wheel nuts and done the headlights. But these are things like cosmetic things that are like on the more easy to access places. Just some of the more awkward things are some of the sensors and switches are bit more tricky for me. Obviously I'm a newcomer to doing work on my own cars, so but I do try anyway. So booked it in with my local garage to get it done, and that's been done today at time of recording, which is Wednesday 29th of April. And yeah, they checked it and confirmed it was a switch that was leaking massively. So they changed the switch and gave it a clean round the area where it was leaking the fluid on to other parts of the engine, and yeah, and just topped the fluid again. And yeah, I've driven it back home, and it's happy to report the leak has gone, the fluid has stayed level, and yeah, there's no drips of fluid, no additional drips of fluid on my driveway, I should say. I mean, I'll put up some of the pictures on I'll put up some of the pictures as well of what the fluid was like when I got home and everything during the last few days, that from Saturday, Sunday and everything. And just it's also, and also just there's been like drips of fluid on the driveway right when I came back from my Sunday test drive, and yeah, just a big patch of fluid as well on the driveway, obviously when it was leaking as well. So yeah, that's obviously left a mess on the driveway, which can't really do anything about, really, I'm afraid. So just one of them things, but I'm just happy that it's sorted now. And yeah, John the Focus lives on, and yeah, we'll carry on that, taking it to more shows over the next few months, over summer and everything. So yeah, I think from this experience, I know I'm going to be keeping some power steering fluid with me as a emergency spare, just in case, along with a emergency spare power steering switch, just in case. I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, I shouldn't have to deal with this, but you never know with these kind of things, if the new switch could go, and it will go or not, but hopefully it will be a little while yet. So, but yeah, that was the drama after the Yorkshire Dales drive. Say I didn't mention it in the actual video and all that, but I thought I'd do this little unplanned video just to give you an update on what's happened with John in the few days after. So it's definitely been some drama and everything, and yeah, just one of those things with owning an older car. Say Mk1 Focuses. Mine's one of the youngest at 21 years old, even though people probably still think they're, well, a lot of the general public still think they're modern cars, like used every day, which, to be fair, a lot of them still can be used every day compared with some older stuff from like the 70s and 80s, and yeah, like the old Escorts and Sierras. These are definitely still quite usable, even though they are definitely, as they age, and they are getting a bit more, they're less usable now because of certain parts becoming more unobtainable, or made of unobtainium, whatever you want to describe it as. And yeah, as they age, the numbers are dwindling. They should quite rightly be seen as a more of a modern classic that just should be used to enjoy driving, and for shows and things like that. Let's say the Yorkshire Dales drive just demonstrated that the main purpose of Mk1 Focus is just to drive them and enjoy them. So, which I certainly did, even if it did have a casualty with a power steering switch. So yep, that's what's happened here. But it's, as I said, it's all sorted now, and yeah, I'm just glad it lives on, John the Focus. So yep, as I said, I did put some pictures up on screen of what happened. So anyway, I'll leave that there, and yep, I'll see you in the next one, and everyone take care. Bye.